Time X, period becoming one. Time X. This is a late night. This is going to be a very short. I know I haven't been around for a while. You know, things happen. And my creativity that the Most High has instilled in me went away because of some distractions in my personal life. And, I was feeling, a little down, clear headed, but a little down. So the creative, biblical spidey senses in me did not come up. Hey, son of Yah, Tavek, I did this at late night, and I did it purposely late night because I expect nobody else to come in. And young kid and son of Yah is it. Israelite, you are the highest, you are the brightest. Turn around. Listen, I was just explaining to the people who I thought nobody would come on. I didn't give anybody notification. I came on super duper late, so nobody would come in. And I got 3 kings in the house. Son of Yah, Tav X, Young King Tav X, James Hardy Tav X. In my absence, things happen to you, things happen to me. It says fortune and misfortune comes to everybody. Wisest man that ever lived. I study his writings, and it's true. It's true. So my biblical creative juices ceased, went down. So, I didn't really felt a video. And if I don't feel a video, I'm not going to do a video. So I don't think I was idle in this time that you haven't seen me. I've been studying and going over all my notes because that's the only way it stays in the coconuts. I have to go over and over and over again, and that's what I do. So I said, I had a little note, a little something that I wanted to say maybe a couple months ago, and I just wrote little notes on it. And I said, you know what? This is going to be my introduction to getting back in the groove of things. And I said, let me make a video. I said, let me make a video almost 2:00 in the morning. Hopefully nobody comes on. I got 3 people in the room. We ain't gonna wait long. We're gonna wait maybe another minute, and it's gonna be us 3 because this is literally short. The only reason why I'm doing this video is because the times that we're living. I know you know what's going on. We need to be looking up. We need to be going straight. And we need to be turning around. We need to be looking up. We need to be going straight. And we need to be turning around. And that's why I'm making this short little video. I'm like singing to the choir, but sometimes we need to hear this again. I need to hear this. We like to be up high in the, in the peaks, but sometimes the Most High brings us down in the valley. I haven't been in a deep valley, but in the valley either way. So my biblical creative video writings and compilations have not, it hasn't been there. And the thing is, this is what I know. Everything planned in your life has been planned out from the beginning. So I don't get crazy over, no video has come to me. Well, the Most High don't want no videos to come out. I'm not just trying to say, he's just working with me. That's how the Most High works with everybody. Proverbs 16:1, he says, in Proverbs 16:1, he said, I made everything for myself, even the wicked for the day of evil. He made everything for himself. That's the part I want you to get from Proverbs 16, not the wicked and stuff like that. I try to stay away from wickedness because I want to be a friend of the Most High. He made everything for himself. He controls everything. That's what some of you guys don't think. You think, I'm doing this today, I'm doing this tomorrow. Nah, he does it all. This is a Torah Tanakh Hebrew Israelite channel. Most High alone, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob alone There's no other Savior, Redeemer, Creator, power, except the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the one found in Exodus 3:14, who told Moses, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. My name forever is I am that I am. I will be. I hear Ash, I hear. You could say it any other. I said it in a modern style type of Hebrew, but I don't get crazy with the languages and stuff like that, because in Zephaniah 3 is that in that day, which is not right now, but we're in the season, in that day he's going to restore to us a pure tongue and pure speech so we can invoke his name. So then I'll be saying it excellently correctly. Now, I'm doing the best I can. I hover over Exodus 3:14. So since we want to be looking up, since we want to be going straight, and since we want to be turning around, and I mean turning around in the things that you need to turn around in. That sometimes you say, I can turn around tomorrow. You think we got a lot of time for tomorrow? I'm not saying the end is going to come tomorrow, next day, next week. You do not know. You don't know what's going on. In the skies, in the heavens, this is how we find out when is the Sabbath, the new moons, the Moedines, the feast days. In October 14, I think there's going to be a solar eclipse back in the same spot, like in Texas and around in the Midwest. And then April 8th, or somewhere in April, the new year, our Hebrew New Year, our Eberite New Year. It's going to be like a world solar eclipse. It would be so good that we get an Exodus 3 rescue mission and we get taken out of here. Who knows? I hope so. Signs is in the heavens. So we need to be looking up, going straight, and also turning around where you need to be turned around. And you need to look up because of the mercy of the Most High. He made you above all the people under the heaven, even to this day. He gives wisdom to those that please him. Listen, the wisest man says, what is the real value that a man can gain under the sun? What is the real value that all of the gains that a man or a woman, but it says that a man can gain under the sun? I'm going to tell you, to answer that, what the wisest man that ever lived, Solomon, Jedediah, Shlomo said. It's nothing. It's zero, because everything is temporary. These clothes are temporary. This apartment is temporary. My furniture is temporary. My hair is temporary. My health is temporary. My vitality is temporary. My job is temporary. My family is temporary. My wife or husband is temporary. Your sneakers are temporary. Your cars, everything's temporary. So it says, what is the gain? And he says, worldly gain and riches is the pursuit of the wind. So if you know that, you should be looking up, you should be going straight, you should be turning around when you're supposed to turn around. And then recall to mind where it says in Deuteronomy 32, it says, remember the days of old, remember the years of many generations and ask your fathers. Well, I'm a hoary head, an elder, telling you, you are a special people. Like King David said in 2 Samuel, what one nation under the heavens is like Israel? He said, I made Israel above all the people on the face of the earth in Deuteronomy chapter 7. Exodus 19, he says, you're a peculiar treasure unto me if you're keeping the commandments, keeping the covenant. Exodus 2, he said, when I looked upon Israel, I had respect unto them. He says, I only dwell in the nation of Israel in Joel chapter 2. Numbers 35, he said, I only dwell in the midst of the children of Israel. He says in Isaiah 45, I'm the God of the Israelites only. He said, I only dwell with the Israelites. I'm the God of the Israelites. Do you know what status that you have? It doesn't matter what anybody says about us in this world. And you know, they talk about us all damn day. They despise us, but the Creator. See, most people, not all the people, but most people, they love this. This is the Tanakh, which they call the Old Testament, but they love that Bible, which has the Tanakh in it. But you know, they of course they put little mistranslations in there. But in general, they love that the scripture. And the scripture is only the Old Testament, the Tanakh. They love it. You are the highlight, the crescendo of everything in the world. Because the Most High made this world for us to rule it, to be the example of purity. That's why I say Tav X, purity and becoming one. Tav X, 400 numeric value of the Phoenician Hebrew alphabet. This is not Wakanda or X marks the spot or not, or skull and bones. This is the 400 numeric value of the Phoenician Hebrew alphabet, meaning purity becoming one. That's what he asked Israel. And that's why I don't say shalom here, because there's no peace in the world. I'm asking the same question as the minor prophet Hosea said, which is probably Joshua, said, he said, the Most High asked Israel, is there purity in Israel? Is Israel capable of purity? And then at the end of the chapter, he's sending Israel back to captivity because there's none. Here at Hebron Island, I'm reminding you, purity and becoming one. You should be looking up, especially in this late season. I feel is the late season of the great and terrible awesome day approaching. You should be looking up, going straight and turning around where you must turn around. And it doesn't matter what any nation or people think about us or say about us. It's all jealousy anyway, because some of them in the back of their heads, if they watch any of my videos or all my videos, they know I ain't lying to them. All they have to do is research it and look it up. So we must fill the shoes that the Most High gave us to fill up, to be his servant in Isaiah 41, to be his witness in Isaiah 41, to be his kingly, priestly nation in Isaiah 61 and Exodus 19. We need to be that. So sometimes we need to turn around, and especially in this late season in the fourth quarter of this world history. So that's what I just wanted to remind you of this. Look up, go straight. You know what it says in Isaiah 49, I think it is? No, Psalm 49. No, is it? It says shun. I know what it is because this is the new stuff that I'm put into my note files. Shun evil, do good, and you will live and abide forever. That's it. Shun evil, do good, and you will abide forever. This is just a meat suit. You got to get it right. Look up, go straight, turn around. Let me end there. I told you it's going to be a quick video, and hopefully, Most High puts me back in the spirit and I can turn out my videos again. But I wanted to share this with you. You're the highest. You got a specific job on the earth. It doesn't look like it because we're in this system, but this system's coming to an end, and you got a job that you can't even describe. That's so glorious, it's crazy. That's why I'm telling you to look up, bow down, go straight, prostrate yourself, turn around when you must. Jeremiah chapter 3, I'm going to read verses 14 to like 20. Jeremiah 3, verses 14 to 20. Turn back. That's what I got in my video. You are the highest, the brightest. Israelites, you are the highest, you're the brightest. Turn around. Jeremiah 3, verses 14 to 20. Turn back, same thing as turn around. Turn back, rebellious children, declared the Lord. Though I have rejected you, I will take you, one from a town and two from a clan, and bring you into Zion. You know, we're living at the end times. This is what's going to happen. And it's only a remnant. That's why I tell you to look up, go straight, and turn around. Jeremiah 3, chapter 14. Chapter 3, verse 14. Turn back, rebellious children, declared the Lord. Though I have rejected you, I will take you, one from a town, two from a clan, and bring you to Zion. And I will give you shepherds after my own heart, who will pasture you with knowledge and skill. And when you increase and are fertile in the land in those days, not these days, in those days, declared the Lord, men shall no longer speak of the ark of the covenant of the Lord, nor shall it come to mind. They shall not mention it or miss it or make another. At that time they shall call Jerusalem throne of the Lord, and all nations shall assemble there in the name of the Lord at Jerusalem. They shall no longer follow the willfulness of their evil hearts. In those days, the house of Judah shall go with the house of Israel. They shall come together from the land of the north to the land I gave your fathers as a possession. I had resolved to adopt you as my child. Told you we're the highest. He ain't adopting the heathen Gentiles. He's adopting you. I had resolved to adopt you as my child and gave you a desirable land, the fairest heritage of all the nations. And I thought you would surely call me Father and never cease to be loyal to me. Instead, you have broken faith with me, as a woman breaks faith with a paramour. O house of Israel, declared the Lord. Verse 21, hearken on the bare heights is heard the supplement weeping of the people of Israel, for they have gone a crooked way, ignoring the Lord their God. Verse 22 of Jeremiah 3. That's why I named this, you are the highest, you are the brightest, turn around. Verse 22 of Jeremiah chapter 3, turn back, aka turn around. Turn back, O rebellious children. I will heal your affliction. All you have to do is turn around. Fear him and keep his commandments. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. For the conclusion of the whole matter, the sole purpose of man is to fear him and keep his commandments. 1 Samuel chapter 7. Our illustrious forefather Samuel told us, he said, if you're going to return back to the Most High, return back to the Most High with your whole heart. Put away those strange gods and serve him alone. He's the creator and savior and redeemer. Rock, protector, helper. There's none else. Isaiah 46, he says, I am God and there's none else. I am divine and there's none like me. I know the ending from the beginning. I know what is to come and all my plans shall be fulfilled. Deuteronomy 32, he says, I am he and there's no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal, and none could be delivered from my hands. In 1 Samuel chapter 2, he says, he kills, he brings down to the grave, he lifts up. He takes the poor beggar out of the dust and dunghill. He raises him to the heights because the pillars of the earth are the Most High. He keeps the feet of the saints. He silenced the wicked in darkness by his strength. No man shall prevail, and all his adversaries shall be broken in pieces. Zechariah chapter 14, the Lord is the king of the earth, and that day there'll be one Lord with one name. 1 Kings 19, 2 Kings 19, King Hezekiah prayed to God who sits between the cherubs. Thou art the God of all the nations. Thou hast created the heavens and earth. To the Ancient of Days who comes in the clouds, to the high and lofty one whose name is holy, who abides in eternity. Yes, you are the creator alone. Look up, go straight, and turn around. Israel, we're living in the last days. You are glorious. You have a glorious position. Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55. I want to read from verse 4. I'm going to read a couple verses. Isaiah 55, verse 4. As I made him a leader, talking about David. I'm going to read from verse 3. Incline your ears and come to me. Hearken, and you shall be revived. And I will make with you an everlasting covenant, the enduring loyalty promised to David. As I made him a leader of people, a prince and a commander of people, so you, Israelites, so you shall summon a nation you did not know. A nation that did not know you shall come running to you for the sake of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, who has glorified you. Seek the Lord while he can be found. Call to him while he is near. Let the wicked give up his ways, the sinful man his plans. Let him turn back. Turn around. Let him turn back. Turn around, Israel. Let him turn back. Turn around, Israel. Let him turn back to the Lord, and he will pardon him, to our God, for he freely forgives. Listen, living in the last days. This was a tune-up video for my Most High Willing up-and-coming videos. Look up, go straight, and turn around. You know, I feel blessed because the Most High made me a Koheleth, the teacher, preacher of the book of wisdom. Gave me a channel that goes all around the world. I don't care about the number of subscribership because there's only a remnant. It says, in Jeremiah 3, he's going to be picking up one from a clan, two from a town. It's a small number. Gave me the opportunity to be a shepherd-like figure in Israel in these latter days. Gave me a channel. Gave me the desire, because I don't have a desire. When you read when you read Jeremiah 50, he says, I just decide who I will allow to survive. When you read Proverbs 16, he says, a man can arrange his thoughts, but the answer to the tongue is of the Most High. Proverbs 20 says, a man's going is of the Most High. How can a man understand his ways? Jeremiah 10, a man's ways is of the Most High. Psalm 30 said, a good man's steps is ordered by the Most High. He closes the ears and eyes of people. I told you in Ecclesiastes, it says, when the Most High is pleased with, he gives wisdom to the ones that he's pleased with. Give me the wisdom to do these videos, to make these videos. I had a little freeze time, a little trauma in my turbulence in my life system. Not crazy, but just like everybody else. And the creativity fell off. But I pray the Most High put it back on. This was a tune-up video. Again, I thank Son of Yah for coming on. I thank Talvex Young King for coming on. James Hardy for coming on. Well, listen, when it says don't, like Leviticus 21, it says, they let them not make shavings upon their heads. When you read that, we have to start truly reading. That goes for the Levites. Are you a Levite? Some people, of course, they want to be Judah and Levite. But do you know if you're a Levite? You can't assume things. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking in general. When I talk in general because I'm a teacher. And people have that same question you have. I had that same question. My kids, look at my hair is thinning, but it's growing back very slowly. I don't want to cut it off. I'm going to try to get it back because I'm doing certain things. May try for another 6 months. Who knows? I may just take it all off and just take it very, very down to where it's almost off. But do I know I'm a Levite? Of course, those are the popular tribes, Judah and Levi. But from my studying the scripture, you can't, it's not a DIY, do it yourself thing where, no. I feel I'm a Levite and I'm going to do sacrifices. I'm going to go into the sanctuary. Even though when I read Deuteronomy 24, Deuteronomy 24, Deuteronomy 12, you got to do precise instructions of the Levite. When you read Leviticus 1, Leviticus 7, you have to do exact instructions of the Levites, and the Levites only can be doing stuff that are super holy in that sanctuary, not the other tribes. You don't even know what tribe you're in, do you? You know, we of course want to aspire. I'm Judah, I'm Levi. And people follow that crazy 12 tribe chart and they go, oh, I'm Jamaican. No, I'm Haitian, so I'm Levi. No, you're not. You don't know who. They came out of the captivity. They didn't know what tribe they were in. The latter captivities. So you don't know what tribe you're in. Because if the Levites knew who were there, they would say, okay, well, we're the Levites. You guys over there, the Judas, you guys are Dan, Simeon, Reuben, uh, Zebulon, Issachar, Joseph, Ephraim, Manasseh, Benjamin. You'd be saying all that, but you don't know what tribe you are. So my motto here at Hebrew on the Island to strive to do the best that you can with keeping the law. And when you read concisely in the law, if you read Leviticus 21, it said, let them not bald their head. But if you read the whole thing and you read the chapter before and after, it's talking to the Levites. Maybe you are a Levite. Don't cut your hair. But where's the proof of you being a Levite? Did your parents tell you? Your grandparents tell you? Did the Most High send Michael the Archangel or some angel to tell you that specifically? And you don't know. So, that's my take on it. Yes, I wear tassels. I don't wear tassels. I don't wear tassels like on my shirts that I'm in the house with. You can't really see, but I have hair on my face. My hair doesn't grow crazy like a lot of people, but it grows on each side. I don't cut I just trim up. You can get trims. I trim up my hair. I keep the dietary laws in Leviticus 11. I strive to keep all the commandments to the best of my ability, and I keep it moving. Hopefully that answered your question. This is a new year from Israel. Keep on the island too. Until next time. And it was great having you guys in the late night hours with a new Yeshua Israel.